unbelievable. And, after the ceremony, the dinner was at the same place. It was out in about 30 minutes out of Hastings. It was at the original school actually for Hastings, which is nowhere near the Hastings now. So obviously Hastings decided to move it a wee bit. So it was out in the middle of nowhere. Beautiful scenery, and the ceremony was there, and also we had the obviously the am I hitting the edge of the map? They had our meal and everything, and the dancing was all there as well. And yeah, it was great, and they were coming around. So we had nibbles, and it was just, oh, the beautiful scallops, and oh, actually a lot of good things, all pork sliders, and then the main meal. The speeches were hilarious, and yeah, it was a good night, but yeah, I'm still tired. Absolutely tired from it. Hastings is absolutely beautiful too. It's a beautiful little town. Well, it's a city, I think now, but yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So that was a lot of fun. And yeah, to get to see my brother who I hadn't seen for a while, and my sister who managed to tunnel away out of lockdown Auckland. I was able to get an exemption to come down to be at the wedding, so well, it was all good. Yeah, I think they've made the border for this area a little too close to the fields. Yeah, you should be able to go back to the hedge. Come on, Giants. So it'll be interesting to see if you can get that contract done, because it'd be really nice to know.
That's why I did it. I decided somebody has to be the guinea pig.
Well, I was on my private play. I just finished, just before we came onto this, I just finished a sugar beet contract, harvesting contract, because it was nice enough to give me a nice big sugar beet harvester. But the thing was, I couldn't figure out if I could finish it or not, because even though I'd just finished the field, I was running out of time because I had to send it to Felsman, because I was on, obviously, Alan Gret Go Forward. So I had to wait for the train, because I wasn't going to hire it until it was on the map, so I'd save myself a little bit of money.
Yeah, CJ's tractor is still parked in Field 7 with an unfinished job.
Oh, I can fix that.
Yeah, I mean, you said if he doesn't join today, you're gonna just cancel that out and...
Yeah, well, I'm just surprised he's not here, that's all. Because, like, he replied on Discord. So,
yeah, I saw that too. Is that? But anyway.
So if he's going to miss out a few times, it's going to be a bit pointless for the competition for him to carry on.
Yeah.
Right, so but what I'll do...
Especially if he misses out a few times in a row.
So I need to go to DJ's, join farm, back. Yeah, kick me out, why don't you? See if I can. Now, what's the job? Oh, he's got seeding to do. Right. Guess what, buddy? You've just hired a worker. Right. Okay, so I'm done with this. I'll head back to the shop, drop it off, and find myself some new contracts to deal with. Stop manually. Why? Because... Alright, hang on, let me get out of this. Let me sort this guy out first. Number one, you drive back to the shop. Provided you can find it, you're useless. bigger. Why won't you let me?
What is
Probably
the
been
home button on the keyboard?
Sorry.
Home button, because the beacon lights are the home button.
Yeah, that's the home button is number 7 on your numpad.
Yeah, it isn't though. That one is not working.
You should actually have a button home and all that next to your arrows as well. Yeah, hopefully it's there. All right, let me sort this guy out because I'm guessing it was him that stopped. Because I was wondering, would he be able to actually do this? Because we've gone a couple of days. Oh no, it wasn't him. All right. Oh, it was because of me. That's why it did that. I thought maybe it wasn't being able to see canola at this time of the year. Oh, I can go back to my track, but right, I don't have to worry about DJ anymore. I can finish that, do the contract so we can get that field up and going, so we've got another field as an option. Oh, here we go, we're going to get stuck on a bridge, eh? The complexity of going over a bridge. The hard workers' nemesis, the bridge. What, $26 I paid him to drive into a bridge? That's a bit of a rip-off, actually. Yeah, I think hopefully it works for you. But it's something... Yeah, well, it should be something that they should have fixed straight away. They should have patched that straight away. It's been out for almost 2 weeks now. They've got a whole bunch of bugs that people have reported. They should have sort of done a priority list. And I think since contracting is something that people do, and especially with harvesting, and you have to ignore the harvesting contract because of that issue, they should have fixed that by now. And I assume it wouldn't be a hard fix, considering it seems to be the same issue as they had when the precision farming DLC came out, which says to me that it shouldn't have been another a bug that arose again, because you fixed it once, you don't need it to come back. You know how to stop it, but it has come back, and they haven't fixed it.
Yeah, giants are masters at that door, aren't they?
I think what they want to do is they want to fix heaps of bugs before they throw it out.
Until this trailer is full once, and then I will see how much I harvested from that field, and how much it tells me I delivered from the harvest. You know what I mean?
Yep. Just get yourself a gauge whether or not it'll work or not.
Yeah. And if it looks realistic, I'm gonna keep going. If not,
okay. Well, there's something I didn't notice before, and I have now.
What is that?
I got overtaken by the traffic. One of the AI cars is driving around. He was behind me,
really?
and I was slowing him down, and he changed lanes and overtook me. Whoa! Okay, I've actually gone a bit too far. Oh, I thought there was an actual barrier. Slowly reverse up half a mile as you do. Who doesn't do that?
Hmm. Yeah, the next thing I'm gonna have to buy is a repair shop. And I don't like that it's so freaking expensive.
Right. Whose is this? Who belongs?
Yes. That
Owned by
lonely bag of
Smudo.
seed. Yeah, that's mine. I tried to empty that out, but I have to switch to my front loader and come get it.
No, you don't. We've got a forklift now. I've got seeds over here. These are mine. I didn't realise that. Owned by
Yeah, you
JoJo.
have a lot of stuff, dude.
Plus my seeds over here. JoJo. That's owned by Patrio. 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 Right, I'll move my seeds over to here. So let me get the forklift out. Nice.
Oh,
Bit of ragdoll physics here with the seed bag. Now, just to let
yeah,
people
I'm
know,
right now attaching my front loader. You can leave my bag where it is. I'm gonna bring it to my farm.
I don't think I could pick it up anyway.
I have my first pallet of.
Oh, I can. Alright. No, I'm just
honey to
moving my
sell
ones.
anyway.
So yeah, the reason why I'm using super strength, ladies and gentlemen, and not a forklift or anything else like that is because a very good reason. I'm at a shop, and shop have their own equipment, and I ain't buying a forklift or anything else which I've got to pay maintenance for and all that kind of stuff. When in real life, Mr. Frefgar, as you would know, a shop or even a place where you sell stuff, if it needs anything needs to be taken off the back like bales or a pallet or anything else, that business has its own forklift or bale spikes or anything else like that you don't pay for because that's their business and obviously they need it. So it's one thing I didn't like about this game is, well, I say don't like it. I think it's sort of pointless. How are you, Friff? Anyway, mate.
Hey,
You can
what
come
are
and
you
join
doing?
us in the
Nah,
voice.
he can't. He can't stay PG at the moment.
Oh, okay.
He
Well,
had a
right.
he had a few drinks, so.
Fair enough. Yeah. So, and it's always been a big thing with me that I have to buy something to deliver it to a shop, or take something off one of the trailers to deliver to a shop is just ridiculous. Because then you got to put the fuel in it that costs you. You get the maintenance costs that come out at night, and then you got to repair it, and it's only just there. So yeah, no, and that's the reason why we use that, because it represents a forklift.
That car just smashed the honey of my fork.
There you go.
Oh, damn.
See, in that instance, you would have to grab your own. Right, so I've completed that. That's all the jobs completed. Refresh. I've got no more contract. Oh, there we go. So in contract anymore. Refresh. No, that's it. All right. That's
Oh,
all
are you
set
for
out.
real?
That's all set out. Give me my big boy. Is it you? No, it's you.
Can you give me the forklift real quick? Because the
You
pallet
can't.
sank into the ground and I can't pick it up with the pallet. It's flipping my tractor.
It's F12. Can't you access it?
I can.
There we go.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Stuck
It's
in there,
stuck in the
good.
ground.
Well, it's honey. It's sticky. What do you speak?
Yeah, but I can't move it.
You know, it's super honey.
Oh, what the frick, man?
Or you might need to actually buy a or lease some forks. That might be able to move it.
I have a fork.
And it's not
Right
doing
here.
it? Oh, that is so sad, Smudo. I feel for you.
Bite me. Yeah, no. Look. Ah, come on. Don't be a dick about it.
Come on, load up, load up. There we go. Give me the seeds. Tell you one thing I've noticed, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't, it might be just this here, this plough here, the Stevies. I don't know why, because it's just a
This is so dumb.
end game one that he's redone with a couple of tweaks. But when I go to set the driver off recently to drive somewhere, it says it's not ready for transport mode. And another thing I found as well is when I've got like that fertiliser sprayer in the back there, when I go tell that to drive somewhere and it's got the fertiliser sprayer on it, it actually turns the fertiliser sprayer on as it's driving along. So I don't know if that's a me thing because of some mods I've got, or it's an actual bug with that's come out with the game.
There we go. Jesus. This is just stupid.
Where are you?
Now I've managed to free it. But the fact that it sank into the ground in the first place.
Is a common thing. Always been in Farming Simulator.
Not for me, it hasn't.
Yeah, I've had it quite a few times, things that get stuck halfway in the ground. For all I remember. Well, 17 definitely. I can't remember in 15. In fact, to be honest, like, apart from mods, which is the reason why I didn't use many mods in 15, it had tendency to destroy things, but 15 was relatively good. As far as issues, obviously with 17, no, that's not where I wanted to go. 17 came out, no, I'm going to get stuck in here too. Don't know what I'm doing. Nothing changes, eh? We all know that's... See, that's how you reverse one of those. I'm blaming it on the heat, by the way, as per usual. I'm going to blame it all the way through summer. I'm going to milk it while I can. Everything I do wrong is because of the humidity and the heat. Hopefully the humidity goes... I thought that was a road. Clearly not. Now, pallet handling with the forks. It seemed a bit easier to get them off, but it was a bit of a pain because of probably the trailer I was using for, because it had a lip on it. So it was really, really bizarre. I found with the bales it was easy to get the bales spike into the bales, easier to get them off. But the pellets here, no. Still not for me. I think it was a little bit better. I suppose if I just tried it a bit more. Yeah, I only done it the once, so I've only used them once. So, and yeah, I think it was more the trailer because of the lip on the side of it, and the forks went through the lip, which I don't like. But I'll probably have to sort of get used to the controls first, give it a good go instead of just going, oh, I don't like that because I'm not used to it. Therefore, it's the physics is not right. I'd rather give it a good game. Good go. But I think from the little bit with the picking the pallet up and everything else, or even putting it down with that, I could see there was a little bit of improvement. But I mean, I don't know if I'm going to put an effort into fine. I'm just going to sit here and be patient and wait for autoload trailers. No, I don't have a joystick. So I just use the mouse and that, which I'm fine with. I've always been pretty good with using the joysticks. So the mouse for this, for doing that. So it's, I might go this way. it was all right for doing the pallets and all that. It's just I can't do what I used to be able to do when I drove forklifts and stuff like that. That's what irritates me in real life, you know. I can't have it do what I used to be able to do. So I better make sure I got the right seed on this time, unlike the very first stream of this, where I seeded a whole big field and the game didn't tell me it was the wrong seed. And I put the wrong thing on it. It was supposed to be barley and it ended up being wheat. So, and then just to add salt to the wound, the next time I came in, I thought I'd changed it to barley. It was still on wheat, but the game told me that time it was the wrong seed. So yeah, thanks game. Appreciate your hard work and helping me out, canola. I'm so glad I got the HUD, which is not working. Actually, I've just noticed in multiplayer, the fruit HUD's not working in multiplayer. Yeah, I just don't have the ring because I got like keyboard, steering wheel, shifter, and the mouse. But I mean, like, yeah, when I used it, it wasn't a big hassle. I didn't find it a hindrance in using it. Which is canola? That is canola. Why? It's a shame that the vehicle hub doesn't, fruit hub doesn't work on this. Is that the right width? That is the right width. Everything looks good. Let's get going. So it's just the physics.
I'll deliver the first load. Would you please save the game now? So if I cannot finish the contract and gonna get fined for missing crop, we can at least sell that, recuperate that.
Okay, you want me to save? Yeah, he's psychedelic at the moment. That'll be the Great German Internet. It's the Willy Wonka version. Game save.
Thank you. Alright, I finished 43% of the field.
Yeah, I don't think they fix it. Unless you got the Giants version, maybe they've fixed it. But there's definitely been no updates on Steam for this game whatsoever.
I'll see you in a second.
Which would be annoying. You'd think they'd match it. And yeah, like I said, it should have. There's some bugs in here they should have got a patch out already, but I think they're just waiting to do the whole lot in one big foul swoop. So I think there's just some of them that really need to be done quick, I think. And the harvesting contract is one of them.
Oh,
as far as I can see.
They have fixed that though.
Have they?
Yeah, because that one low pushed it from 43% to 59. So 16%. And normally the grain you deliver is about 20% of the contract. So...
Okay. Oh, keep going. Finish it off, see what happens.
Yeah, I did not get a pop-up though you delivered X%. But it shows it in the contract menu. So... let's finish the harvest then.
No, what are you doing? Griff wants to know. Yeah, Griff wants to know what you're doing. Are you doing?
Harvesting sorghum.
You're doing the straw as well? No, that's not what I wanted.
I mean, it might be that the mistake only pops up when you have contracts that may have straw.
I didn't.
That is, you know, but I'm not sure.
Hello, Ads. I didn't know that contract's actually straw.
No, it doesn't. But the contract where I get the mishap was a barley field, so you could technically deliver straw. And Sim Farmer had the same issue, and he thinks is not sure that in the amount expected they calculated the straw as well, even though you technically cannot collect straw in contracts without a mod. That was the issue, but that was just a guess from him. So.
Well, we've got the mod that allows us to collect straw. We could always check it.
Yeah, but the sell points where you deliver the crop don't accept straw in the most cases, so that's pointless.
True.
You know.
But can make up for the loss.
I mean, once we have barley contract or something, we're gonna pick a small field and check if it works and if only those are the ones
They do it.
that don't work properly.
The only one I was going to do is I was only going to do harvesting on fields that had full fertilisation. Why can't we have proper GPS up there and all this working? Giants, hey, answer that question, Giants. Now, I want you to type it into chat now, Giants.
The mod, the control add-on is honestly, it's better than the standard version of GPS we had in 19, so I'm happy.
I've always liked this one over it, purely because it's easier to set up. Press one button and it goes. You can reset it easy.
I do wish for the GPS we had in 17, because that had automatic turning at the end.
Yes, it did, and that was one of the wonderful things. But unfortunately, he was one of the guys that ended up becoming developing cattle and crops. So since that's gone down the drain, maybe he make a return back. Trying to remember what his name was actually. This one, Frith. Yeah, I use this. Hey, Nars, how are you? Yeah, no, this is the one I always used in 19. This mod, yeah, done by the same guy with your favourite AI worker, AI thing. That was for cattle and crops, what do you mean? You've lost me on that one, Frith. The guy that did the mod for the GPS in 17, the reason why it was done second by a different person in 19 is the guy that did it in 17 was one of a couple of farming sim modders that end up developing cattle and crops. So hence the reason why he didn't release one in 19. And we ended up with, what's his name, doing it. The guy that also does some manual attach modern stuff. So, but yeah, no, I use this, love it. It might be a bit better. A lot of people didn't like this mod because all the extra things that came with it in 19, but it's a bit more simpler and a lot less in it. Probably because the game has the gears and all that in it now, where the mod was primarily to do with a bit of extra stuff for people to be able to use gears. You could set what kind of transmission you wanted, the gears and all sorts of other bits and pieces. There's about 4 tabs worth of options, as well as having this GPS. So now it's a bit better, and I just like it way better than the other GPS because it's one button to set it. Control W, easy. Line yourself up.
2 buttons though.
Well, oh yeah, all right. And you want to reset, you just Alt W to reset it. So yeah, no A/B lines, and another a couple of button combination, like especially helpful when you've got the fertilizer and that have different widths, and you change the width, you can just press a button and it'll automatically detect the width, and you can set it up again. It's very easy to do headlands with it because I can't remember what the button is, I don't do it, but there's a combination where you can turn it, like if I wanted to go left to right now, I can just turn the press a button and automatically turn those lines that way. I don't have to line it up and then set it going, and it's a lot easier to move those lines left to right. It's just control arrow left and control arrow right. So a lot easier. So I loved it. And other things that I like with this, that's just handy because I've got a wheel, which I haven't set up on this, which I will do now actually. So I want that on, and I want that as normal, and I want that on and that on. So now when I go into reverse, instead of me using my mouse to turn around and look behind me, it automatically does it. And I can set it to do it if I'm only in cab or if I'm only out cab, or both of them. And when I turn the wheel, it'll automatically turn the camera to look where I'm turning to. So I don't have to use the mouse to do that either. Yeah, killing crops, yeah. Well, I think it was. I mean, they just had a lot of bugs when it came out, but they sort of fixed that. But I think by that time, the damage had been done. Because they ended up selling in it halfway through this year to the guys that did Professional Farmer or whatever it's called ages ago, and then they got rid of it. So I played it a bit. I didn't like it because Farming Sim's just got this. It's got its own feel. There's just some kind of feeling about this game, and I think that's the reason why it keeps throwing the competition to the side and new ones come out and all that. And one thing I can't stand is what I call the Lego graphics, where the vehicles and that look plastic. Did you? I don't remember you doing those, Frith. Killing crops.
Yeah, he did. 2 or 3.
I just know it wasn't that people didn't like it when it came out, but then talking to people that carried, like a lot of people who invested in it, said it actually improved. Duck was one of them as well, and he said, yeah, it improved a lot. It was really, really good. I played it for about 5 minutes and got a refund. Yeah, I remember that. There was 2 of them, but they both didn't get anywhere. But I've always liked the graphics, and there's a bit of unpolishedness to the graphics, especially when it came to the vehicles and that, which they sort of got rid of with these ones. They almost look like they're made out of the same plastic they make Lego out of, but not as bad as like Cattle on Crops and those other ones do. They just look too plastic to me. I never liked that.
You can hop over to DJ's farm and finish out the contract.
Is it done? Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'll set that up. What I'll do is I'll let my hired worker take over for a Smid, since he's nice and cheap these days. Alright, get going, and I'll do that. I'm not in the way, come on. Right, I'll do that. So I need to go to DJ's farm, join farm, yes, go down to contracts, sowing completed, and collect. Excellent.
The tractor just vanished.
No way.
In front of my eyes.
Really? Who would have thought?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Frith, for the 100 bits. Thank you, sir. I'll pay you back in about, what's the date? Tomorrow, I think. I think you get some money from me tomorrow. Alright, Frith, mate. Thanks for popping in, bud. Alright, is it on? No, and there we go. So, yeah, off you go. You need your good sleep to pump out some content to keep me entertained. Time lapse tomorrow, innit? Well, today for you as well, I don't know. I know when I wake up the time lapse is out. So. Oh, am I going to get... easy, easy. Sign, not a problem. I saw the sign, but I missed it.